Ding dong. Are you guys there?
I'm still. I just want to preface this episode. This episode is sponsored by No, I did not do cocaine. No, it sounds. I can't stop sniffling.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous. I have had a cold for the past 2 weeks.
Have you tried blowing your nose? I'm just kidding. Anyway, we're back. Are you guys back? Are we all here?
Do we still have an audience?
Is everyone still accounted for?
Yeah. Is our family okay? I feel like I'm like a mom who like just hasn't been home to see her children.
No, that's what it is. Our family and our audience is fine. It's us that are not fine. And also, I do want to say thank you everyone who's reached out and asked us like where the hell is our episode, because it has been a little bit of a while.
Wait, can we give a shout out to Morgan Ruse?
Yes, please.
She's one of our favorite TikTokers / friends. And she was like, what'd she say?
No, she said that when is y'all's Burning Man episode come out to it? I look forward to your content every year. It's like my Met Gala or something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, she was like, your post Burning Man episode is my Met Gala. And I was like, you're the coolest person I know.
The
so
nicest
thank
thing
you.
I've ever heard. But anyway, y'all, it is us. It is I'm Nicodemus.
And I'm Francesca. And welcome back to the Saucy Sibz podcast.
The show where we tell you all of our biggest secrets. And cheers to that. Yeah. Cheers to you guys that are still with us, because we have a lot of big things coming. I do think we were saying...
In the words of your favorite local DJ.
Yeah, in the words of your favorite local DJ. I do think, Francesca, you were just saying that this is the end of season 1.
I've decided this is the end of season 1.
Yeah.
We have other episodes that we recorded like months ago that will come out.
Maybe.
But those are season 1, and that's in the past. We're starting season 2 in a few weeks. Listen, we do this every year, Burning Man wise. We take a hiatus.
Yeah. Well, every year we have about like a little hiatus, and we're probably next year going to have a hiatus too.
No, you have to breathe.
I know. The people that don't take hiatuses are like, there's some YouTubers that will be like, they'll like literally be in a guest bedroom, like crouched down beside a bed making a video. And they're like, my wife doesn't want me here. And she said this was like a weekend for the kids, but I just want to give like a little 20-minute video. And it's like, bro, I'm looking at you, Philip DeFranco, because I guess that's what you get with 6 million followers. Like people are like, where the fuck are you?
No. And people would say that. I mean, I definitely think that like not being consistent has definitely hurt us, but it's like, I don't live for the content. I do the content to live. No, I live for the content.
I live for the content too.
I was actually explaining to someone that like some of my most embarrassing moments, like I have to do a cost benefit analysis of like, wow, that was like so embarrassing for me. I should never tell anyone that again. And I'll have to like tell Nick, because I don't not tell Nick anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, Francesca, like, here's the thing. It's too funny for you not to tell. And I was like, our like business plan and livelihood, like hinging on like my deepest, darkest secrets is just like a weird way to live.
It is a weird way to live. And I don't think it's actually like a good way to live.
No, because like we'll do it for the plot.
I've always been doing things for the plot, even before the podcast. That's just kind of, I'll do it for my own plot. Like, I'm saying like, I'm not doing it to do like, if some construction worker DMs me and is like, hey, I work at the construction yard across the street. Like, I'm intrigued. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm not doing it for like, I want to see where it goes.
Yeah. But now I feel like there's like an added layer.
Of like, I could actually make dollar bills off of this horrible decision
mm-hmm.
or great decision. You know what I mean? And I feel like you and I are pretty lucky people where everything kind of works out for us. So
it does, but like, there would.
Knock on
wood. Anyway, you guys, hi to all our new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Post Burning Man, we literally left for the burn over a month ago.
No, 1 month ago exactly.
Was it today? We left on the 20th, or did we leave on the 18th?
I thought we left on the 20th.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm not good at specific dates.
No, dates, directions.
Dates, directions, details, the finite.
Specifics. I actually, disclaimer, if you're like our normal listeners and you don't want to hear about Burning Man, like literally skip this episode. And I respect that.
Guys, I'm actually really sorry about talking about Burning Man but this is a Burning Man episode.
It is.
Wait, hold up. I went to a Burning Man. We went to a Burning Man decompression party.
If you were going to drink every time we said Burning Man for this episode, you're already fucked up, and I'm sorry.
You're going to have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
No, but I was at a Burning Man party, like a post Burning Man party. They're called decompression.
You said decomposing the other day.
Decomposition, like
decompression, because it's like so much energy, and then you're just kind of trying to like I think we just put our feet back down on Earth.
I just decompressed recently.
It sounds like you're like
no, it's like you went scuba diving and now you have to go back up. But I said something about Burning Man and at the Burning Man party, and someone goes, "Oh, another Burning Man story," and it was Jamie Duffy who was at the party, and she goes, "It is a Burning Man party." I will say that. I was like, "Yeah, she is right, bitch." So
yeah, like don't come if you don't want to hear about it.
Literally.
Someone asked me if they could come hang out that night, and I go, well, it is like a Burning Man party, so we're all going to be like telling each other our stories and like reminiscing and talking about it. And they were like, oh, and I was like, no, if you don't want to hear about it, please don't come.
It's like you're going to need someone's consent to talk about it.
Yeah.
Almost, because it is so annoying. And I get it, guys. I get it. But that being said,
if you're interested, keep listening.
If you're interested, keep interesting. And even if you didn't go to Burning Man and don't want to hear about it, I feel like there are a lot of stories that are funny and full of value and life lessons that you want to hear.
Like the story where I shit my pants. Yeah. You say values and life lessons, and that's all I get. It's fine. We'll talk about that one later.
Poopy pants over here. I'm kidding.
No, Gabe started calling me Captain Poopy Pants. It's my playa name. And I was like, if you fucking...
Oh my gosh. I guess let's just
not
dive
just
into
one of
it.
the hottest, coolest people in all of Denver / in the community around the world starts calling me Captain Poopy.
Captain Poopy Pants. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Where do we begin, y'all? Where do we begin with this journey that we have talked about for a year about embarking on, and then we finally do?
And there were no orgies this year. Don't worry, we're not telling you who. The real ones know. But I'm just saying, like, there were a lot of stories we could not tell last year.
Yeah.
This year,
it depends on who you ask. Like, would I tell my grandmother? Probably not. Would I tell my mom? Maybe.
Yeah.
Would I tell my employer? Absolutely not. Not that I have one, but okay. So once upon a time, Francesca and Nicodemus decide we get into cahoots with a man named Johnny. I feel like we should start there.
Yeah.
Dude, you know those people that you know, like from around, like characters in your life that they're just characters. You know what I mean? And like you might know them, but you're not like best friends with them. Not to say that they don't have best friends, but like I guess like Johnny has always been like a character to me, whereas like I've known him and he's been great and always lovely, but I've never like gone on a 3-week adventure with this man before, you know? And so we actually had to drive out one of his RVs to Burning Man, Well,
this is like what happens. So Nick and I always get, sorry.
No, okay.
Cut you off. Okay. This is like one of our biggest jokes, which will come up a lot. Our company is actually a full service marketing agency, focuses on podcast production, but we joke that our company is Piazza Logistics, LLC, because for some reason, we are always moving shit from A to B. We're unloading, we're loading. And Johnny goes, hey, I heard Nicodemus is really good at towing things.
Because I'm really good at driving big things.
No, you're like super butch these days.
We'll get to that. Okay.
So Johnny's like, hey, if you drive one of my RVs out for me, because the man owns multiple, as one does, for one of his international friends, like he like kind of set us up with like an ice fishing tent and an air conditioner and lots of other things. Johnny was like our Burning Man Santa.
That's a really great way to put it.
Yeah.
Not dad.
No.
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 Not a bad way, but like Johnny's not my dad.
Nope. He's like our Santa Claus. Yeah. Like the ghost of Christmas spirit, except it's Burning Man.
Yeah. And yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so he was like, what if like you drive this out? And he's coming up with this like grand master plan. Like I'll pay for the gas. Like you guys drive it out. You guys drive it out, as in Francesca sleeps in the back the entire time while I drive it out. And I don't drink and drive, so I was sober the whole time driving.
Guess who wasn't?
Francesca's back on the sauce, as we know.
No, we have to go back on a detox.
Yeah, I think that's happening like tomorrow.
Either tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's a great time.
And I'm doing at least 30 days, maybe 6 months. You guys,
you never know with her.
I know. You know, our friend's Lalo. His episode is coming out soon. Don Julio's grandson, best tequila on the entire planet. They gave us 4 cases.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was my duty to just carry it around and introduce it to all the people, because it was like, you can't like be sponsored at Burning Man, but like a lot of people have made a joke. It was like, Francesca, sponsored by tequila at the entire, because I had one in my hand.
Yeah. Actually, every photo of you at the burn is holding a bottle of Lalo. Chic, sexy, fun. It just definitely looks like you were like a tequila girl.
No,
like a Don Julio girl, you know?
No, yeah. No, it looked like I was paid to be there by them. Nope, just love them. And they did gift it to us, but and my goal was to like get it in the hand of some really cool people, maybe, you know, whatever. Not paid by them at all. But anyway, we'll talk about that. But my braids hurt so bad on my head that I just decided to get drunk. So Nick's driving.
So I'm driving it, and honestly, the RV was like much easier to drive than what we drove out last year and everything like that. And the plan was that we were going to pick up Johnny and his girlfriend in Reno, except we already like delayed the trip one day, and then he he had to delay again, but we had already left. So at this point, Francesca and I are just like out in Utah with our trip being delayed. So to get to Reno, it only takes about like 16 hours or like 14 hours. It took us 3 days. And I don't really know exactly. And everyone kept being so fucking rude about it. They're like, wow, longest road trip ever. Like Reno's not that far away.
I'm like, it's not that Nick and we spend enough time together. You think we just want to hang out in
just
Reno
take our
together?
time. No, I want to get there, you know? Also, we have an Airbnb of all of like the people in our camp in Reno. So it's like, we were trying to get to Reno. We just like had, and then the RV didn't go very fast. It could only go like 50 miles an hour. So like, you guys who said that to me can like, just like leave it alone. Okay. What do you think I'm doing? Enjoying the scenery?
No, I think people thought we were like taking like a little like romantic trip together.
Yeah,
or
like
some
hitting
shit.
Little America.
Yeah.
Through you. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Cheyenne.
No, I was like, can we get there? And you're like, you're hammered. Shut up.
Literally, you're hammered. Oh, and then Francesca, also, you had to get a wax in Salt Lake City.
Yeah. You're just naked the whole time at Burning Man.
Just saying, that was another reason that we had to take like a little stop.
I did, yes.
Because Francesca's getting a wax, you know what I'm just saying? Like, we had obstacles, we had errands. Oh, and then people were like, oh, you guys, wait, hold up. Anyway, so basically all these things just kept happening to our trip that extended the trip to Reno. Mm-hmm. Like Johnny and Rose, we never ended up getting them from Reno.
Never.
They just were nowhere to be found. We then had to go pick up a large alcohol order for the camp that we then from Total Wine in Reno. And then we found a wayward Australian girl named Chloe who we met last year at the burn.
One of our best friends. So
one of our best friends.
Well, the passes were messed up. So we had early entry for Build Week, but then like not enough passes. So she had to like ditch all her Australian friends, but then couldn't find a way in. And we're like, guess what, bitch? We're driving through Reno right now. Let's pick you up.
You guys know the Kesha song Joyride? Beep, beep. How does it go?
I don't know.
Get inside for the Joyride. Okay, like that was us, where it was like, she was like stranded in Reno, like, my oh my, who can help me? And then Francesca and I just come up like, beep, beep. It's us.
No, literally. Within 20 minutes, I was like, I can get you. From the Grand Sierra, we'll be there in 20.
The amount of just like little quests and tasks that we had to do, like even the water line into the RV, the key was broken and didn't work. So we had to pick the lock on it. So like every hour,
we food shopped.
We food shopped for a
for
lot,
like 5 people.
3 different groups.
Yeah.
You, me.
But I was like, that's fine. I'm drunk. Let me loose in a Walmart supercenter.
Yeah, no, literally. I bought Walmart out of all the coconut water that they carried. And this one of the people that worked there goes, that's a lot of coconut water. And I was like, yeah, ring me up, Scotty. Okay. But
we had Johnny's credit card, so we were having a great time.
Yeah, Johnny did give us his credit card. I was just swiping that around, bought Zens and everything.
All right. So we're getting in. I'm drinking a lot of tequila. But like I said, the reason was because of my braids, which I will say, the woman who did them, this gorgeous African American woman, trans man.
I wasn't sure.
No, which is fine. Beautiful, amazing. They crushed it. But I will say, I don't know if they've ever braided like a white girl's hair before. And it was, like I said, perfect, gorgeous, worth it. So painful. So
I walked in while you were getting it done, and I was like,
I started
does that
drinking
hurt?
then.
Yeah, that's when you started drinking.
Yeah.
Literally, I
It
guess
was
so,
during
yeah.
the appointment.
Yeah.
You guys, like, I guess I have like a tender head, but like I can't even like explain to you like how much pain. And like I felt like I had just gotten a facelift for at least a week and a half. I had a migraine, not a migraine, I would say a bad headache for like 3 weeks. But then also when your hair is pulled that tight and you're not used to it, your hair follicles like freak out and you get folliculitis.
Folliculitis, everyone.
Inflammation of the hair follicle.
Folliculitis.
So my whole head breaks out in like bumpies that kind of look like pimples.
Yeah, it looked like a pimply eczema.
Yeah. A pimply eczema, if you will. It's super hot. So I'm like spending more money than I've ever spent like to get myself like cute for Burning Man, but I've always wanted braids.
Yeah.
And I thought that meant, hey, I don't have to do my hair. I don't have to brush my hair. This will make it really easy. So it's like I'm preventative measures to protect my hair. So literally it breaks out. It's pussing. It's scabbing.
Was it pussing? It was
Yeah.
just like oily.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want the video? I have videos still.
I mean, I
We can
believe
put
you.
it in.
We can always add in the visual for the people watching.
Oh, it was bad. No, I have videos because we didn't really have a mirror in our tent. If I was using my phone, I would take a video of it to like survey the situation before I went to bed.
Survey the situation of the folliculitis. Folliculitis sounds like a Tool album.
No, I was like, and when I say like itchy, but you can't itch it because then it would ruin it. And I thought just suffer through this for a couple days. It'll go away. Like
Well,
I just
that's what
spent
I would've
so much money on it. So I'm like, we'll just get through it. Take some Advil, which I never usually take, drink through it. But like, it was so itchy that I wanted to like put my head through like a wall at any given point, and it lasted 2 weeks like that.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
So it made me like a little insane.
So you said that your hair still hurts.
My head still hurts when I touch it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been a month.
No, I took it out 2 weeks ago. But
Oh,
yeah.
I guess.
Or like a week and a half ago. It still hurts when I touch my head. So I've recently found out from other African American friends that like some people's scalps, like they just don't like braids. So like I had a friend be like, oh, my sister, like a black friend be like, my sister can't even get braids because half her hair falls out when she does it. So some people like their hair follicles freak out and half their hair falls out. So anyway, I'm at the burn. Everyone's giving me so many compliments, but then for an hour or two each night, I was having to put Neosporin and hydrocortisone and like tea tree oil. Like I was like treating it, sleeping in a cap. Like it was a whole fucking ordeal.
Yeah.
Because I was too scared to take it out because also your hair gets very tingly when you take it out. So I was like, at the burn, it has to stay this way. When I got back, I took it out. And let me tell you, I haven't curled my hair, worn it down for over a month now because like I'm too scared. I lost half my hair. It was coming out in clumps.
You did lose a lot of hair. I'll say it, but she was like, I have bald spots.
I do.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it's just thinner. You know what I mean?
It's thinner and it changed the whole texture of my hair.
That's crazy. Because
Wait.
it like stretched it.
Yeah. So I was talking to another friend that was like another black friend, when their hair like was in the braids, if it's pulled so tight, their hair never went back to their original like curl. Mine, all of my hair feels like baby hair now. Like so fine and soft. It's very soft, but just not a lot of it.
Damn. That is so like you're saying that you don't think you'd ever get braids again.
I don't know.
Really? But all the girls get braids. I mean, that maybe
I know. I think maybe like my head's just like not meant for it.
Oh, okay.
I might do wigs next year.
Ooh, wigs. That's
so your hair's protected.
Yeah.
It's in a little bun and
Yeah.
you get like fun wigs every day.
And that would be nice, like even at night when you take off like the wig, what is that called? The cap, the wig cap that like, it'll be like clean.
But yeah, like my hair will be like fully protected. I think wigs are the way to go.
I wore my hair down just regular the entire time. And most men, like a lot of the men get braids too that have long hair. I'd say that like mine it kind of fused in place. Like I couldn't rub my like fingers through my hair because it was so like
it's
tangled.
like dry shampoo. So the playa dust is like, that's the best way to describe it. It's like not sticky. It's dry and everything feels clean, but like dry shampoo. Guys wouldn't know, but like girls know like what that feels like in your hair. So think if you dumped a shit ton of dry shampoo on your head, like you can't really like move it.
It's this, it's a really weird feeling. But I tried to like put mine up in a bun a few times, and it was just like I could only go like from the low pony. I couldn't like get, it was weird. It was weird. Yeah,
interesting.
But, and I do have a little dreadlock forming back in there. The same one that I cut out,
Yeah.
I had a dreadlock for like 2 years. Just one.
But I do think I've looked hotter than I've ever looked.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like the skinniest or prettiest like I've ever felt, but I'm saying like the braids, like I feel like it unlocked like a different character for me.
I feel like I also unlocked a different character for me. Okay. I felt like I really seemed like a beastly.
Oh,
beastly like worker bee,
No, you were very butch. Like you came off straight during Burning Man.
Well, that's kind of like what I want to say. And like also at Burning Man, it's like it's your time to express yourself in ways that you've never really expressed yourself before. And so what's funny is a lot of men, they dress very flamboyant at Burning Man. Like they're wearing tutus or they're wearing leggings or
dresses, crop tops.
Or like, harnesses. A lot of straight guys wear harnesses because they think it looks like, I don't know. And so it's like really hard to determine like whether or not some guy's gay or it's just Burning Man. Mm-hmm. And, but me, I was like working with the forklift. I was organizing tool sheds. I was wearing cargo pants. I was wearing army pants, big, thick army boots, and asking people. I'm like, oh, I just need like 1/4 of a 1/4 inch socket wrench. Do you know where that is?
No, like you went like full butch.
I went
full straight. Like I don't
enlisted in the military. Essentially,
basically, it was kind of crazy.
Like I joined the Marines. And I had a lot of people ask me. They were like, wait, and then even my nails were painted, but that like. Everyone's nails are painted at Burning Man.
Men paint. Yeah. Boys paint their nails now.
And so I was like, oh, I had the realization, like after, I don't want to say this out loud, but like I had a couple girls hit on me.
Oh my God.
And like, conversations that were being very flirty that I then realized, oh, they think I'm straight. And like that can happen to me sometimes.
It's happened to you like twice.
It's very few and far between. People usually get it within like a couple moments,
To me, when people don't understand that you're automatically gay, like I think they're stupid. Like when people think that we're married or together. Yeah. And I'm like, well, first of all, brother. Brother, family. I don't know how you didn't get that. But second of all, flaming.
I don't know. I guess people in West Hollywood thought I was straight.
It's
all relative. I learned that at Burning Man, where all the guys dress kind of gay, I was dressing super butch army boy. Yeah, no,
you were I've never seen you dress straighter, but like,
which is crazy because it's Burning Man. So like, I mean, this hat, I wasn't wearing things like this at Burning Man. No, so I'm wearing like a.
You had tool belts on.
I had tool belts on. Yeah. Someone asked me for. No, I was just like. Anyway.
What? Say it.
No, like it was so bad because like as I'm like using wire and stuff. I'm doing stuff,
Tape.
I said, hey, can you get me a carabiner? And they handed me a quick link. I said, similar, but I need a carabiner, not a quick link. And they said, there's no, like
No, Nick, like I understand. When I saw you like using what's that called? Like a label maker to like organize a tool shed, like you were like full on. Okay. Background. Nick accidentally became like a site ops lead. That's a person in charge of the operations on site for a 340 person camp.
And there were a lot of operations happening. And I got to say, guys, like I went Bob the fucking Builder. I went rural, working class coal miner.
No, you're like a
good
brunch
week.
gay who loves a good
I
like
know.
coke de Rhone, and you Bob the Builder.
I went Bob the Builder. But then someone like gave me a chilled rosé. I go, ooh. No, it was crazy, guys. So then like it was funny because after like probably like I don't know, like the fourth girl like kind of hit on me, or like I could tell was flirting with me because girls don't like flirt with me,
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, oh, it dawned on me. I was like, actually, no guy has hit on me this entire like 12 days that I've been here, but yet all these girls have, and I was like, oh, it's because I'm fucking.
Because I'm cosplaying straight.
Because I'm Bob the Builder. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I'm cosplaying straight. So that was one thing where it was like, I was kind of disgusted with myself. I was like, should I like wear a
a tutu?
Like a tutu and like I literally, honestly, at Burning Man, if I wore a shirt that just said gay as fuck, it would probably be a straight guy wearing that.
Yeah.
Oh, haha, it's ironic. Because he's just doing whatever he wants to do. So it was like, how do I? I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, like at Burning Man, if you would have gone naked, painted your body in rainbow, people still would have thought you were straight.
Exactly.
And they still would have asked you like what size screw they should use to like mount those speakers on the structure with the scaffolding.
Yeah.
Like, where are the schematics?
Do you know where I put all the extra washers? Yeah.
Though.
Except I do know. I do. Actually, someone did ask me one thing that I was like, listen, I'm at the end of my knowledge here. Someone asked me if I knew how to program a radio onto the other channels that the scaffolding people were using. And I said, all right, I guess this lifestyle joke has gone on way too long. I don't know how to program radios.
This is actually something Nick and I love to do. We call it a lifestyle joke. So Nick and I like take real life things too far to the point where it is a joke.
The joke is that we're doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, for example, like our logistics company, we might as well like just make the fucking company because it's hilarious,
No, we're always moving vehicles. I would say at least once a week. Nick and I are looking at each other between a dresser that we're moving or it's so absurd. And I'll look at him and I'll go, Piazza Logistics. And he's just like, it's so annoying that it's real.
Right. And so like with this joke of me being straight, actually there were a lot of times at Burning Man where I needed to use the forklift and I don't know how to use a forklift. Okay. And I thought to myself, I'm going to get forklift certified so I can use the forklift for next year. But that's the joke.
No,
is that there is no joke that I want to learn how to get forklift certified.
No, our parents like asked us, so what did you take from Burning Man? Like, how's it going? Like, they're very supportive.
Yeah. They
God
love that we
bless
go.
them. They're like, what did you take from it? And Nick was like, I think I'm going to get forklift certified. Straight face.
And they literally were like,
my dad goes, that's a good skill.
Yeah. My dad's forklift certified, And so the joke is that Burning Man is turning me straight. There's just like way too many hot women that don't have partners, and all these boys don't know how to use a forklift. And
well, what's so funny is like I took my lifestyle joke of being a yacht chef.
Yeah.
So like
you're not a chef.
No.
But like you
if
are.
anyone's wondering, no, but yes.
But did you work as a
Did I work as a chef for over 4 months
exactly.
in the Mediterranean making gourmet meals? Yes. But the joke is, I'm literally not.
I know.
They were like, where are your knives? Like chefs like carry knives.
Oh. I get it. Like builders carry tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You own a measuring tape. That's all you own.
I own a measuring tape and like
and a hammer that your sister bought.
Yeah, that's about it. So I'm just saying.
Like I have a pink hammer.
I have a pink hammer.
No, so like, yeah, builders carry like site operations leads
would know how to
for
program
the biggest
a
theme
radio.
camp in an 80-person city. We have a tool.
Totally.
The food lead for a camp of 340 people would maybe own a knife. No, I don't.
Nope. Left that back in Denver.
So like I accidentally became a chef in Europe, as you guys know. And then like someone found that out. And then I accidentally got put in charge of food for that many people.
which is a big job. I mean, it's a full-time job to cook.
It's insane.
Like that many. Yeah. So that was kind of like what we're saying here is like Burning Man was really, really amazing. But the first, I'd say
6 days,
10 days. You know, like we were maybe 8 days. Let's say 8 days.
Yeah, I thought it was like 8. We went to Working Man, and I regret none of it. And we're not complaining. We didn't go to Complaining Man. We did a little bit go to Working Man. But like, there's certain people that'll step up and certain people won't. Not patting ourselves on the back. That would be stupid. I was so happy. I learned a lot of lessons. I was so happy to learn things. We wanted to go learn. Like you wanted to learn how to use a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
A buzzsaw.
My passion in life, like, actually is feeding people.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Like, people love you. They get so happy. Like, if I see like 5 dudes and they've been working hard and I'm like, can I make you guys quesadillas or like grilled cheeses? I've never been happier.
Where was
like
my quesadilla? I'm just kidding.
You never got one?
No, you did. You made me a lot, actually.
Do you remember when I didn't have something to flip it and I handed you a pile of tortilla and quesadillas? It was when we were like in the
I don't know. I was kind of drunk for certain meals, you know?
No. There was one I was just like making it for the group.
Oh,
and you were sitting on the inflatable furniture with like Jamie Sloan and some other friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I handed you like a weird, I would say like a mountain of quesadilla. It was delicious.
I bet it was. That's
no,
why I'm
it
like,
was delicious. But like,
you're talking about its imperfections, but
no. Like I couldn't flip it because like I was locked out of my kitchen. And anyway, but you were like, whoa. And everyone that you gave a bite, they were like, your brother just gave me a bite of that quesadilla. I was like, it wasn't even a quesadilla. It was a queso.
It was a queso sculpture.
Yeah, it was like bad.
What did you say? Queso Montana?
Montana de queso.
Montana de queso. What is that? What are you gonna do? Is just gonna throw a whole bunch of quesadillas at a pan?
I literally like it was basically like butter, tortilla, cheese, but the pan was like so fucked that the cheese was burning and not unsticking. So like I literally gave you like it was just like a pile, and everyone was like, wow. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. They were like Michelin star, this and that. And if anyone else is like sober and around, they would have been like, she's the camp chef. How did she get like I almost like threw it away because it was in front of a lot of important people like in the music industry and this that like our camp was like very fancy, very cool people. And I brought over this like it was like bad.
Wait,
and everyone was like
funny.
Praising me.
This is so funny because it's like I'm picturing in my mind like a as if you and I lived in a small town and like you work at the local like soup kitchen.
Yeah.
And then I'm like a coal miner.
Yeah.
Except it's Burning Man. And then like, you know, we get off of work and be like, oh man, that was fucked up. Do you want to go party till noon tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's like really what we did.
No, I gave you sustenance for that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And people were like, wow, she's a chef.
They're like, that's just so kind. You've done an amazing job.
Popsicle.
So like literally like I would get off work acting like I was, I don't know, like coming from like the West Virginia coal mines, okay? Covered in dust.
No, all of us. So that's sorry, I interrupted.
No, and then I would like, instead of like going home, I would like go out and be doing like naked cartwheels across the playa till the sunrise. And I loved it. Well, that's the
thing. Like I may or may not have entered a small psychosis.
Just a tiny psychosis. Yeah.
Because it was like, you show up, we didn't unpack. We threw our shit in our ice fishing tent.
No, we literally didn't even unpack our stuff when we got there. There was just too much fun to have. And
no, there's too much work to do.
So fun to have.
It was like work 18 hours a day, but then see your friends, but then have a little fun, but then don't sleep, but then work again.
Yeah.
But then maybe do some substances and then do that and then do this and then don't sleep.
Sometimes I didn't know what day it was.
I was Amelia Earhart. What's up, what's down?
What's up, what's down? That's exactly right. But yet at the same time, I'm crushing it. Also,
no, we were like working hard.
Also,
we weren't the only ones. There was a lot of people in charge who knew way more than us, and we weren't supposed to be in charge. But they were so overworked, it wasn't fair.
That's why we started working. It was because like there was just so much for that needed to get done that Francesca and I stepped up and decided to like
'Cause
put
I
on
knew that
our
if I didn't
boots
do it,
and
it wasn't like someone else was going to step up and do it. Not
yeah,
obviously there was a group of us that stepped up
Yeah.
and did stuff that weren't official leads, like weren't supposed to be ish. And then, but it's like if I knew if I didn't do it, they were going to sleep even less, and they were getting like 2 hours a night.
Exactly. So that's
and they're
just
my
like
friends.
100%. One time I got off work. Okay. Work. Okay. By work, I mean like
Everything we did was for free.
everything we did for free.
That's
And
pretty
also like I am having a good time and like whatever. And I like get out of the little side ops office and I'm walking over to my tent, which is like 10 feet away.
Can I have some of that? Just like
Sure.
a splash.
Sure. Why
Thanks.
not? And anyway, I had to walk like 10 feet to where my tent was. Okay. And it's probably like midnight. And I'm just like, I've worked all day. I'm probably going to do some stuff tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed. Like I had a really good day, but whatever. In the 10-foot walk that it takes to get to my tent, and this is like Tuesday maybe, I somehow in that 10 feet do not make it home.
Oh.
Just don't make it home.
Oh.
And
For how many hours?
Probably about 12. Okay. And then
No, because I remember you were like, Francesca, like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. And I go, no. Because for a second, I got you out of the bed. Like, you were trying to go to bed a few times. And I was like, maybe just one more drink, maybe just like come say hi. Look who just showed up. And then I know that, you didn't make it home for like a day.
I didn't make it home for like a full day. And what was funny is like before you know it, Mom, don't listen to this part.
Skip 30 seconds.
Skip like 40 seconds. Okay. Before you know it, within that 10-foot walk, I already somehow have some random Russian man sucking my dick. Okay. And then I'm like sitting there and I'm like, you know what? This is kind of crazy. I should go to bed soon.
Hey, so this is crazy.
Hey, so anyway, this is insane. And so then after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. I don't make it to bed. Okay. And then all of a sudden, the sun is rising. And I am on top of Robot Heart, which is this giant, crazy speaker system. It's very famous, but it's like one of the coolest things in the world. And
But we never saw it last year.
We didn't.
And so, everyone was like, Robot Heart. And we were like,
it's kind of hard to get up into the heart because it's a giant rebar heart that like glows and stuff. And before you know it, I'm still in my work pants. I am in khakis and boots. And I am in
butch as fuck.
Butch as fuck. And I am on top of this Robot Heart.
Wait,
with like
talk about the woman.
I will. I'm getting there. So I'm on top of the Robot Heart. And I'm with my crazy Australian girl named Billy, and I'm just like slapping her titties up on top of
one of the hottest girls we know.
Yeah,
one of the hottest girls I've ever met in my
insane.
life.
And it's like me and like 5 supermodels and Billy, and I'm just like slapping her titties on top of the Robot Heart while everyone's like, oh, like raging so hard as the sun is rising. And I thought to myself, I never made it to bed. You know what I mean? Like this is just like the ball is rolling, we are just going and going and going. But that's kind of what Burning Man's about. You gotta
roll with
really
the punches.
roll with the punches, and then go party your ass off.
Wait, but talk about the woman before you got on Robot Heart. So it's like, first of all, nothing at Burning Man is like actually exclusive. Anyone could go anywhere, but the art cars do have like a limit, and they do work a little bit like of a door.
Yeah. And you just sort of have to be vetted a little bit. And
some of them might let anyone up as they should, because Burning Man shouldn't really have like a class system or anything. Like if Diplo's playing, you can still go right next to him because there is no VIP in Burning Man.
He's not going to have bodyguards and say like, no, you can't come up. Like Diplo's playing. So anyway, Robot Heart is kind of a hard one to get up there. And they want mostly girls.
5 art cars, top 3?
I would say, it's up there.
It's one of the most famous things in the world. Not a lot of people get to go on it.
So I was with Billy, and we're like trying to get into the door of like, Robot Heart. And then she's like, this hot girl. And I kind of like expected that it was going to be mostly for girls anyway to get up there. But I guess that's not the case. And so she like is trying to get in. And I guess you have to go up in couples, like one guy, one girl, or 2 girls or something like that. But no, like double guy. And Billy points down to me and to the girl and was like, hey, he's going to come up with me. And so she was like, this insanely gorgeous woman. She's like taller than me. She's probably like 6'1".
This is like your missed connection.
I know. I do need to find her. And so I am literally like, okay. She comes down and she's wearing this like Trinity Morpheus coat, and she has like this short red bob haircut. And she's like, I'm pretty sure she was Ukrainian or something. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. And she looks at me and she brings me to the side of the art car and she looks and she goes, you want to go up? You want to go up? You want to dance on the heart? I go, I do. She goes, okay, there's 3 rules. And I think she's kind of like looking at me just to make sure that like I'm sober and not being like a fuckhead or something. So she was like, okay, rule number 1, if anyone tells you to get down or asks you to get down for any reason, no questions asked. And you get down immediately. I was like, okay, 100%. And she was like, 2, 3 points of contact. So like, because you are literally climbing like a jungle gym on top of a stage in front of like 1,000
like
people.
8,000 people.
Yeah, you know,
it could be like 8,000 people.
Be. Like, I mean, it's like really big. You know, she was like, you always have to have like 3 points of contact, like 2 legs, 1 hand, 2 hands, 1 leg, you know, or sitting down and right. Okay. And then she was like, then she looks at me and she gets like really, really serious. And she's like, all right, rule number 3 is when you're up there, remember that it's a stage. So give them a fucking show. And I was like, I get it. You guys are cool. I just didn't realize you were this cool.
No, it's like,
their
oh my
vibe
God.
is immaculate. All the people that were in, like, once you walk into it, all the people on there, they weren't like, oh, who are you? Everyone was like, hey, you know, because I was like,
you were vetted.
Or like, you know, she deemed that I was like appropriate to come up. And like, I don't know. I just sort of had the best time there. And then I understood like why Robot Heart is so famous. And everyone would be like, duh, are you new here? Like, I know.
Yeah, we're new here.
Well, like, sure, whatever. But that was incredible. And then it's funny though, like when I was on top of the heart, like, you know, like hanging out with Billy, the whole group of Australian dudes, they walk up and see me and Billy up there. And it was like, you know, all those boys.
Yeah.
And they were just like, Nicodemus, like, bro, Nicodemus up there. And me and Billy were just like giving them a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, found Nick. I thought he was working. I said, nope, I'm not.
Again.
Yeah. No, I'm putting in work. But
I love that.
I know. It was actually kind of like
iconic.
It was iconic. Everything about it. Me not sleeping, me just being a slut, me just having the best time ever, but also me like covered in dust, in khaki pants. Like, dude, the whole thing was just so good. And like all those boys coming up who we love.
No, it's like you can do cool things and like people don't need to know about them, but when people like witness it, it's
exactly. It's like, oh God.
Well, no, like when I was like, so one thing about me, last burn, I was sober. And this burn, I chased the music and chased the parties, and I had a bottle of tequila in my hand at all times.
That's kind of how I felt too. Like this year, you and I both were really looking for like the music,
the party,
which is the party, but
which is fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like we didn't. So last year and other years, like sometimes you can just like explore the neighborhood and like meet people and this and that and see what they have to offer. This year we just spent in deep playa on art cars, like dancing our asses off. So people are like, oh, are you upset about that? And I was like, no, like I had so much fun. I will say I wasn't as present. I wasn't having as many conversations, but I was like literally half naked dancing on top of the biggest, coolest structures in the world with the coolest DJs in the world. Like I loved it.
You know what's funny about the connection thing that you were saying is I think I met more people.
Okay.
At parties this year.
I think I met like a lot of people, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I was just, where I was going with this is like, I didn't realize like I was on Titanic's End, which is one of the most famous art cars. It's a big iceberg.
Yeah.
Titanic's End. It's like 3 stories. I was on it for 8 hours one night.
You were. I left because I was kind of like, I don't care about.
Yeah. Nick was like, I don't care about Diplo. And I was like,
no, I stayed for Diplo's whole set.
Anyway, I was there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I've met the entire crew.
Yeah.
I did not leave.
Uh-huh.
I was dancing on stage. Like I was like being insane. But what I will say is I didn't know like all our friends were there for that set. So when we got like back into service after Burning Man, I had like 40 videos sent to me if they were like, Francesca, you were standing next to Diplo, half naked, like dancing your ass off at Titanic's End. And I was like,
Lalo.
And I just thought I was there. Like I was just enjoying myself. I was putting on a show for the people.
Yeah.
But I didn't know those people were like people I knew in real life.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm like, what? And then like so many videos were sent to me and I was like,
also one thing is like Burning Man is not anonymous. It's like a lot of like high profile people.
Of course.
You can't be like doing crazy shit. Like,
but you can.
But like you're gonna get recognized. Like it's not like they'll never see you again. They might see you in 5 hours. You know?
Or people will know who you are.
Yeah. especially if you have a podcast. Because we got recognized on Playa.
We did a couple times, which is kind of cool. I was
which
like, hey, look at us. Fun.
If you guys listen and see us in real life, please always come say hi. We absolutely love that. So, also, speaking of party, as some of you saw, Grizz played like 4 sets, I think, at Burning Man, and he's retired from music right now, so he's not really like doing that. And he played all like unreleased music and stuff, and he didn't want anyone sharing that or anything. But that being said, and like we've met Grizz quite a few times, and so it was like, okay, like let's hang out. And so we got to hang out with him for a bit, but he also played at our camp, like on top of our giant 5-story cube. And so like
we'd been building for 2 weeks.
You know, that we've been building forever. And so Francesca and I like got to hang out with him and stuff like that. And literally he was playing this like dubstep set on top of the cube.
Dubstep is my music. Mm-hmm. If people like, Nick is more like housey, dubstep is like my part.
I definitely love dubstep. I definitely love house more than dubstep.
Yeah.
So anyway, I am on top of this cube with Grizz playing, and then his best friend Jason Siegel, who is also the photographer that did our photo shoot and cover art for our podcast that you're listening to right now. And then also, so it's really just us 3. Like we are on top of the cube, and it's Grizz is playing, Jason, me, that's it. Okay. And there's like people behind us, and like I'm literally like, where is Francesca? Like literally, I am having the best time of my life. The set was so good. I'm just so happy to be like in our cube, in our camp. Like this is happening like on our front yard.
I will say it was what we were looking forward to most of all Burn.
Yeah. And again, like with the VIP thing, it was like we were letting some people in, but it was Grizz like looked at me and he was just like, hey, can you make sure no one gets too close to me?
Yeah, because like, he's trying to work.
He's like trying to work, and he like really like moves and dances. He was like, make sure no one's like putting a phone in my face or something like that, because that does happen. I mean, even at Burning Man, you know, people get a little too weird or a little too close with like famous people, and Grizz has like a cult following. So he was like, could you just make sure no one gets too close to me? I'm like, boy, for you, I do anything. But anyway, so I'm literally, I feel like he's in my living room, essentially, like throwing a set for 7,000 people. And I'm just, where's Francesca? Because you would be let in immediately. You know what I mean? It's like, if you walked in.
He's always been one of my favorite artists, and is like, like recently, like become like a friend. Like we're friendly with him. He's friends with like a lot of our friends.
Yeah.
We just love him.
Love.
One of the best people I've ever met in my life. Best energy. So cool.
Mm-hmm. And there would be no like, oh, can I get in? I'd be like, oh, can she get in? No, you would just walk in, right? Like you were allowed to be there. Yeah, it's like, it's our living room, and nowhere to be found. Francesca's nowhere to be found the entire set.
Nick was like, she better be doing something.
I thought that you were either having like a romance, a romantic ride on an art car with a cute Australian boy.
Okay.
I thought that maybe you were down there dancing with like a big group of like 50 people. Yeah. It's our camp, and that's Grizz up there fucking throwing bass.
But one thing about me is I need to be behind the DJ booth, or like it doesn't exist for me. No, but you're like, so where is she?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I just she's spilling wine everywhere.
Dribbles. Okay, so I will say, Grizz, I would like to apologize right now because I lied straight to your face. I really did, because I didn't know what to say. So he gets down from the cube, just throws a set for 7, 8, 10,000 people. It was unbelievable. I emerge and I was like, oh my God, are you about to go on? He goes, you just missed it. And I was like, do you want to know what I was doing? I was like, oh, I just started my period. I didn't know what to say because I was like so embarrassed, and I felt like it was like honest enough. But I lied right to your face. So, and I'll tell you this when I see you in person, because you probably don't listen to our podcast, which is okay. We'd love to have you on. No, what actually happened, guys. I shit my pants. Yeah. I trusted a fart, if you will.
Trusted a fart.
I trusted a fart. So there could have been substances involved, but I honestly think that it was the cold brew.
Cold brew is way too strong these
No,
days.
it's insane.
Every time I drink cold brew, I have to go shit
Yeah.
like birth.
Gross.
You know what I mean?
I just got a visual.
Like
it was
I don't drink
unfortunate.
cold brew anymore.
I'm about to give you guys a worse visual. So I chug a cold brew. Okay. I just think I need a little toot.
Yeah.
Trusted a fart. You guys, I have on, this is where the visual comes in. I have on a thong bodysuit and boots, little booties. So like, there's no underwear. It's a thong bodysuit. I trust a fart. I absolutely should. It was like one of those, like, oh no. Oh no. I'm also with my little Burning Man romance. I say little, that's so rude. Not little, but he's 27 and he lives in Australia.
That's even more rude.
What?
Because little means like
No, I feel like we might be at different stages in life.
a little fling.
It was, we've still been talking every day.
How little could it be?
Until this.
Yeah.
No, literally. He was like,
Yeah.
I can't wait for your Burning Man episode. And I was like, can I bar you from listening to it? And he was like, I
just makes him
don't
wanna
think
listen
you
to it
can.
more.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So it's fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, he and I are like walking to Grizz's set, and I cannot wait.
So you're walking to Grizz's set
With him.
Wow.
So a thing about Burning Man or
y'all.
any festival, you go with the people you're with. If your friend needs to go to
Yeah.
the bathroom, you go with them to the bathroom. You go with them to get a snack because you will not find them again.
Right.
Unless you're like, hey, at 8 p.m., go here. But no one will make it. So Grizz is about to go on. We're walking there. I trust the fart. I freeze. Thong bodysuit. I go,
Thong bodysuit.
I forgot something. He goes, what did you forget? And I go, I have to go back. He goes, what? And I go, I have to go to the bathroom. And he goes, I'll come with you. And I go,
No.
No, but what do you say? Oh, sorry, I shit my pants.
Trust me.
We're like very into each other at this moment. Like we have a romance, a rendezvous, a full-on romantic whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have said that.
No.
I would have said,
but what do you say? Because he goes, I'll come with you.
I would have said I'm having a psychic vision and it's just like a lot for me to handle or something.
No, like I didn't. I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. And I think he thought like I was having an aneurysm.
I mean, I bet you fucking were.
I didn't know what to do, but I had to back slowly away.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, oh my God. I wasn't having an aneurysm. I was just having diarrhea. My God.
I would have rather have a seizure.
You would have rather had a seizure.
I'm sorry, we had a friend who
That's
had a
so-
seizure like that night. I'm
oh,
sorry.
man.
I don't mean to like make
Yeah.
light of it, but I
Yeah.
would have probably rather had a seizure.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, like at least
Yeah.
I had to like, I was being so weird. Like I don't really remember what I said,
Yeah.
but I had to like be rude. Like
Yeah.
when
Just-
like an Air Bud, when he needed him to leave, or like in Homeward Bound.
Oh, Homeward Bound, where he's like, yeah.
Leave, I hate you, like leave. Because the dog didn't understand what was going on, but he needed him to go.
I don't think that's Homeward Bound.
I think it's Air Bud.
Okay. I haven't seen
Anyway,
Air Bud.
he had to be mean to the dog to get him to go away because he couldn't, like, the dog didn't understand what was going on. And so, like,
Aw.
I was, like, a little mean. And I was like, no, like, I have to go back. Like, don't follow me. Like, what are you doing? Like,
That's
I gotta
fucking
go.
weird, bro.
No.
Like,
Do your
God,
own thing. It's Burning Man. Like, go on your own. Like, like I just had to, like,
You're-
become a monster.
You're following me around like a little puppy. Some would say like Air Bud. You stupid Australian.
No, anyway, I shit my pants, okay?
Anyway, the set was so fucking good. Like I literally I felt like it was like party 1999.
No,
Prince
you were
is
like,
playing.
it was like the peak of my burn. It was so fun. It was amazing. He was like, where were you? And I was like, I was like deep in baby wipe territory.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so Captain Poopy Pants over
Captain Poopy Pants. That's going to be the name of this episode.
No, that's
I'm
so
kidding.
fucked up. That's so mean.
Okay, sometimes I feel like it's really funny, like the juxtaposition where like you can have really good luck and I might have really bad luck, or like when I have really good luck, you have really bad luck or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally king of the castle and you're just shitting your pants. Like it's so funny to me.
No, I haven't shit my pants in at least 10 years.
Oh.
But don't worry, during the peak of everyone else's burn.
Yeah. I'm glad you were at the camp though when it happened.
Nick
I mean,
was
like
well,
let's look
I'm
at the
glad
bright
you
side.
were okay.
Like
it was like, if you can call it that. I
don't
wasn't.
know.
I felt shameful. And then like
I'm having a shame-based reaction.
no. And then
Yeah.
like it was one of my favorite bodysuits.
Did you just
No, I couldn't
bury
throw it away.
in the playa?
No.
I know.
I found a Ziploc bag and I put it in there. I can't like, could you imagine if I was drunk and I like left it in the shift pod and then you came back and it smelled like shit?
You know what I was going to say about seizures? Seizures might be worse for you. At least they don't smell. Like, if you're going to have a seizure or shit your pants in my shift pod, like, I'm probably going to say have a seizure.
In the Dorito den?
In the Dorito den. That's what we nicknamed it because we ate a lot of Doritos in our shift pod in our fishing tent. And
No, Nick and I haven't eaten real food for 4 weeks.
No.
We're still on the Burning Man diet, unfortunately.
Yeah. But we're getting back. Like I had some beans today.
Some refried beans? Great.
Yeah.
That sounds like a shitty Wait, one of the funniest things. So anyway, I found the Australian again. Sorry, I forgot this part of the story.
Who?
This part of the story.
Oh, okay.
And I came out after the thing and he was like, did you just need to like change your outfit? Is that what was going on? And I was like, yeah, that other one had like really shitty energy. And like I made a joke to myself, but no one else knew.
Wow.
I was acting like I was on too many drugs and like the outfit was freaking me out and I needed to get off. Because that's happened to me before. You're like, the outfit is evil. I was like, no, like.
I mean, it hasn't happened to me, but yeah.
Okay.
I could
like shitty energy. I was like, I cannot.
Shitty energy.
Yeah. So like in my head, I was like, God, I made a funny. No one will appreciate this.
No one will ever appreciate it.
Because I wasn't going to tell anyone.
I mean,
Except.
For the fucking public internet.
In perpetuity.
We were just learning. Wait, was that a Game of Thrones quote? Okay.
Yeah.
In perpetuity. Well.
That's it.
Wait,
there's more, but I can't.
Pretend.
No, but I do feel like I need to talk about like the shift pod Titanic Sen. Not Titanic Sen, but when I'll just let you guys know real quick. If you close all the windows on a shift pod and you have an air conditioner inside, it will collapse in on you and it will feel like you're sinking in the Titanic, but it's also 140 degrees. But it's also breaking everything inside the shift pod. It's not your shift pod. You're just trying to hook up with a nice Australian.
She was just trying to have a nice little Australian romance.
Nope. I was
Sorry.
imploded. Audrey, I love you. And thank you for the use of your shift pod. She was like, you guys can hang out in here. You guys can do whatever you want. It's amazing. I closed the vent. Honestly, I think Burning Man should come with a warning. Most people are in shift pods.
Yeah. If you put an air conditioner in these, like, yeah.
It will. Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
They're tents with extreme pulls. And if you close the window, it.
Yeah.
And so I had taken a Xanax to go to sleep. And the Xanax hit. And then, so I don't know if you've ever fought through a Xanax, guys. I'm like, no, you do this wall. I'll do this wall.
But then it's like a negative pressure.
Yeah. So you pop one out. Boom. He pops this one out. Boom. No, Nick. I'm using my whole ass. All my things. And I'm like, if Audrey knows, like, we ruined her shift pod.
Yeah.
I thought it was like our fault. I thought we were doing something wrong. I didn't know that you had to vent it. That should be the biggest warning on those.
Yeah.
And when it collapsed, her entire like clothing rack broke.
It
All
just
the clothes
snapped in
fell
half.
Yes. All the clothes fell on us. So all her nice ass Burning Man clothes fell on us. All her lights, string lights hung. Beautiful. Great. Glass. The glass exploded. Like when the Titanic, when the water came in and it broke the glass of the portholes.
In the dining room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything is out. So it was one of the most confronting things that's ever happened in my life. I also had not slept for 48 hours and I took a Xanax. So like the days I was in as the Titanic was collapsing on me and I was like yelling at him because I was like, what did we do? Like, how did this happen? I go, you hold this one. I'll hold this one. And then like this one, like my leg will hold this one.
Show the boots.
How good are they?
Okay.
New boots. And so then like he would hold it and I'd be like, okay, we got it. And then another one, would, boom, it would like hit one of us in the face. Like one of us would go down.
I would have just left
boom.
it like a sea urchin. Just
No, Nick, we had to crawl out with glass after ruining everything she owns.
And you said she wasn't
She was
mad
a
at-
new friend.
Yeah, we had just met her.
Just met her.
And yeah, she wasn't mad at you at all. She was like, "Oh yeah, that happens with shift pods."
No, I was like, she was a new friend, and I was like, hey, like, because we had already tried to go to sleep, and me and him had tried to go to sleep. I don't know, like 4 times, and every time we went in somewhere, like something broke or the air conditioning went out. So it was like, oh my God, like, can we just lay down?
Can
like,
we just
hooking
go
up
to
is out of
bed?
the question at this point. Can we just be horizontal?
Yeah.
For a second. So our air conditioning got clogged by dust. And so, but then no, you fell asleep on my bed, which is okay because you slept on the ground and gave me the bed the
literally just slept
entire
on, like, the
burn.
Dorito crumb ground for like
15 days.
for 15
So the
days,
one
yeah.
day you fall asleep on it, totally fine.
Uh-huh.
But like he and I aren't going to sleep on like the weird ground, probably.
Probably not. That would be weird.
Yeah,
For sure.
And because you're a raccoon and most people are not.
Yeah.
And so Audrey was like, yo, I just got up for the day because it was like 1 p.m. She was like, I slept all night. It's only a twin bed, but you guys can have it. I don't give a fuck what you guys do in there. Like, do your thing. She was like, mi casa es su casa. And then this happens, but we've been through it. Like, it was like 30 minutes of fighting it. We're sweating.
Yeah.
We're crying. Like, it was terrifying. And there's glass everywhere. And it's also like a new friend who let us sleep there with her air conditioning. I have fucked up her entire living situation. And poles broke
Oh, really?
of the shift pod. They were previously broken and duct taped.
Oh, I see.
But like then like they weren't gonna ever go
Mm.
back. Like bent, broken, bruised, destroyed. So we come out and I was like, Audrey, like, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Audrey.
I was like, I don't know what happened. I'm still in like a Xanax daze.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she was like, oh, did you close the window? Yeah, it will collapse on you if there's no airflow. And I was like,
No one told me that.
I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, you're amazing. You're fine. Like, I'll deal with it. Like, I think what she had to deal with later was absolutely horrid.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her like really since. She was like, Francesca, like, you're fine. Like, it happens. And I was like,
okay.
there's broken glass. all
No,
over
I'm sure
everything
she's
you
fine.
own.
I'm sure she's.
No,
That girl
I mean,
is a party.
But she's just like the coolest person I know.
Uh-huh.
That's like kind of like the Burning Man like way is that like you gift things to people and sometimes like things get fucked up and then like it is what it is. And anyway, so then we finally went to another place. Which special blankie time, that's when that happened.
Yeah.
And that entire power grid went down.
Yeah, we had like rolling blackouts in with our power grid.
We
Which
finally found somewhere to sleep for 2 hours. That went out.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke him up. I was like, hey, babe.
We gotta go.
No. I was like, it's 98 and like, and crawling. We gotta go. And he was like, of course it is. No, like our joke is that like we're fully cursed.
Don't joke about that.
No, Nick, every
Maybe
time
you are cursed.
No, us as like a couple. No, absolutely.
Oh.
Me as a person? Fuck
no,
off.
No. I meant like, I was saying because like
no.
poopy
Every
pants.
time he and I tried to sleep together, it was like, it was an absolute meltdown of like, not even possible to happen.
That sounds like the worst experience for trying to go to bed. Is like when you try to go to bed somewhere and everything just crumbles around you.
That was.
I would have just slept on. Like.
No, Nick, we tried though. We tried to sleep in Dreamland.
No, I know. You slept
Too
everywhere.
hot.
Yeah, I know.
We tried to sleep in the sick cunts hospital. Too hot.
Too hot.
Oh, no. It was cold. There's too many people.
Yeah.
It was like very loud. Like there was still a party at 1 p.m. Like everyone was like doing like lots of drugs and like hanging out. And I was like, I don't know if like this is
conducive to sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever fall asleep?
Yeah, we went back to his yurt, which he shared with 2 other Australian men. And one of them, one of the hottest guys I've ever seen, David.
Who's David? The bleach blonde hair?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And snores like a goddamn lawnmower.
No way.
And then like out. Never stopped. Never let up.
So you never really fell asleep?
No, it was the most extreme snort I'd ever heard. And he was like, that's why I didn't want to come back to mine. I was like, that's fine. Your air conditioning's working.
You could have just kicked me out.
No. You woke up. We tried to come back.
Oh, that's when the air
conditioning
yeah,
broke.
gotcha.
It was like,
well,
I think it was like 6 to 10 different sleeping spots. No,
well,
but then,
I'm glad
and then
you...
I was like, we're just going with the lawnmower.
You should just sleep like at the base of the man's feet at that point. Like,
literally. Anyway.
Okay. Well, guys, thanks for listening to the Poopy Pants podcast. I love you all. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe.
Like maybe share it.
Maybe tell your friends. Put it on your fucking story. Tell
this
it.
Is literally
like,
jobs.
I know a cool podcast. When people are talking about podcasts, they're gonna be like, "What? You don't know shit."
It's not interesting. It's not cool. It's just. I didn't mean to say we're not.
Yeah,
cool.
wait. I was like, "Girl, who?"
I meant like it's not like informative. It's a little informative.
Well, people say they learn all the time. They learn about things when they listen to us because we have a lot to say. We've been around the block.
Really good at having fun and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And entertaining
We're really good at having a good time.
Yeah.
Don't go to Burning Man. Please don't.
Don't go to Burning Man. All right. I love you guys so much and I'll see you soon. If you have suggestions for 100th episode, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100th episode is happening.
I want you to like jump out of a cake and like scare someone.
You keep saying that. Are you baking the fucking cake?
No, like a cardboard cake. You have to fit inside of it.
But you put like icing on.
Sure.
Oh, sounds like a project. But I'll do it. She'll just like feed a giant cake to the homeless people and I pop out. Welcome to my 100th episode. Okay.
We have to go.
We have to go. Bye, everyone.
I love you so much.
Love you. All right. Bye-bye.